is finally in the 80s this week, which means winter's behind us and it's herping season again.
It is.
We are in southern Wisconsin right now. We're actually speaking for the Madison Area Herp Society. And while we're in town, we figured we'd go herping because the weather is gorgeous. And we're going to see what kind of snakes we can find. I think we're going to try out some, we'll start maybe here with a rocky outcrop type
up in
habitat.
those bluffs.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to go all the way up to the top of the bluff.
You're not going to climb the bluff?
No, I mean, if I wasn't afraid of falling down the bluff, then yes, I'd join you. But I don't want to fall. I would be the one. I would be the one to fall down the bluffs. I'm sure there's snakes at the lower side of the bluff too.
After the bluffs, I think we're gonna check out some oak woods, maybe some prairies, maybe some wetlands. We're just gonna adventure today and see what snakes we can find. Looks like I'm on my own now as we have encountered Ed's one weakness, heights. Oh, that's so sad. Ed gave up and is just sitting on a rock. Oh man, that would be a perfect spot for a timber rattlesnake, but there's nothing. Oh my gosh, I found our first snake. There's a hognose snake there. Come here, come here. Oh my gosh, look at you. Yes, found our first snake. This is an eastern hognose snake, just a baby. You're so dry, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, and you're musking all over me, but you're not playing dead. That's really surprising, actually. Look at you. Oh my gosh. So I can tell this is an eastern, Oh, there we go. Oh no, don't die on me. No! Oh no, the hognose! He's dead! Oh, I killed him! You poor thing, I'm so sorry. Okay, he's not actually dead, guys. This is what they do as their defense mechanism. I'm kind of surprised he didn't do it right away, to be honest. Oh, you're so dead. Look at your mouth. It's open and everything. Oh, deaded. So deaded. Well, here's the ultimate test. If we flip him so he's right side up, let's see if he's actually dead. Oh, he's so dead. He flipped over again. That's how dead he is. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Look at this poor little dead eastern hognose snake. Fun fact, they can, on purpose, pop a blood vessel in their mouth so they can even bleed and look even more convincingly dead. Looks like he's decided not to do that today, though. But yeah, here we have our first snake of the day, an eastern hognose. So what I was trying to say before he died, is I can tell this is an eastern hognose over a plains or western because, well, first off, plains don't live in this area of Wisconsin, so just knowing their ranges, I know this is by default going to be an eastern. But also, the easterns are known for having those large black blotches on the back of their head. Right there and right there. That's a notable characteristic of eastern hognoses. The easterns also have a less upturned snout than the plains do. Oh, did you realize are you gonna die again? Are you deaded, or are you gonna realize that I'm not actually here to hurt you? It seems like he can't make up his mind if he wants to die or not. What if I pet him? Oh my gosh! Oh, now we're dying. Oh, so dramatic. All right, buddy. You look really good, actually. You're kind of dry, so I wonder if I can give you a drink of water. Okay, I'm not going to actually use my camera because with how windy it is, my phone's actually better on picking up sound with wind than the camera is. But yeah, this little guy, I'm kind of surprised to see an eastern hognose in such a dry climate or dry environment. These are pretty strict toad eaters, so I would assume you would want something with a little bit more of a water source nearby to attract toads and tadpoles, but he seems to be doing quite all right on his own without a water source nearby. Let's see if he is a male or a female. Looking at his tail, that's a pretty long tail before it tapers out, so I'm guessing this is a boy. If it was a female, it would have a shorter tail that tapered a little bit more quickly. And now he has realized that I am not here to kill him, I believe. You look so healthy. Oh, you're so cute. Looking at his body weight, he seems pretty thick, actually. It looks like he's finding food just fine. Oh, are you dying again? Why now? Why are you dying now? Oh, okay. Oh, wow, you really died this time. Again. Okay. Usually the first warning that they are stressed is the eastern hognose will flatten out the sides of its face or kind of stretch out their cheeks to try to look big and intimidating to scare you away. And if that doesn't work, then they do their backup plan, which is playing dead like this, complete with mouth open, tongue out, and the whole 9 yards. Obviously, he is not dead. Look at him looking at us. He's like, are you gone yet? Are you actually going to eat me? Right now is actually April of 2023, which means it is breeding season for eastern hognoses here in Wisconsin. Now, this guy won't be breeding. He is much too young. My guess is based on his size, he is a baby from last summer's or last year's breeding season. So this guy still has a couple of years to go before he is big enough to breed, which means right now he is just focused on growth and eating and getting as big as possible and avoiding predators, of course. But he, I think now has realized, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna hurt him. He might die for a third time. You never know. They're very dramatic. They are the drama queens of the snake world by far, even more so than plains or western hognoses, in my opinion. Oh, and he has died for a third time. Okay, buddy. I was just trying to film a little bit of bee footage for you. Okay. Sorry I killed you again. We're gonna just put you back in your little hole that we found you in. If you're ever herping, guys, it's very important to put the snake back exactly where you found them. And if you had to lift anything up in order to find them, make sure you put that back in its place too. But luckily for me, I didn't have to lift anything up. He was just right there. Okay, buddy, here you go. Back in your hole. Goodbye! Timber rattlesnakes love rocky outcrops. They love to sit in those little gaps in between the rocks facing the sun so they can warm up and they can just tuck back in if they need to hide or cool back down. So I'm looking in all of these crevices to see if I can find any signs of scales. Now, where we're herping today is actually kind of interesting. This was a recently burned site, and it was a controlled burn site. I mean, I can just kind of tell based on the surface area that's all charred around us and what it encompasses that this was done on purpose. Now, there are several reasons why it's actually important to do prescribed or controlled burns, and albeit some slower moving wildlife does unfortunately perish in the flames. The majority, however, is able to escape. I mean, the DNR agents or whoever's doing the burn doesn't, and they use flamethrowers. It's awesome. I've been able to witness them before. They don't create a fire circle and then work their way inwards, trapping the wildlife. No, they start from the inside and they work their way out so that the wildlife has time to escape those flames. And fossorial species like hognose snakes actually just burrow underground and they stay safe during the burn. Now, the importance of burns is to get rid of the accumulating leaf litter on the forest or field floor. And that's because if there's too much leaf litter and a natural fire starts, it's going to be so much more devastating because it'll have so much more fuel on the ground for those flames to feed on. So it gets rid of that fuel. A prescribed burn is also important because it helps get rid of some invasive species of plants by just burning them away, and it encourages certain native species of plants to germinate and grow. Jack pines, for example, the pine tree, their pine cones will only sprout if they are burned first, so they have to encounter a fire in order to reproduce. So it's really crazy how nature works sometimes, but that's why it's actually important to have prescribed burns in certain circumstances. So I'm really curious to see if we're still gonna find some reptiles in this area. Oh my gosh, that's a bullsnake face. Oh my goodness! Is there any way I'm gonna be able to catch him? Oh my goodness! You don't want me to catch you. There aren't any timbers around, right? Nope, just you. Yep, I think just you. Okay, come here. Hello, beautiful bull snake. Wow, you are gorgeous. Why are you not trying to bite me? Oh, there's the... that's what I was waiting for. Oh my gosh, we found a bull snake. Look at this. You are gorgeous. Hello. Hi, bull snake. Oh, that's how you're gonna greet me? A tail rattle and hissing? Oh my gosh, you are so feisty. Wow, look at you! I was expecting to see a timber rattlesnake in that crevice, but then I saw your face poking out. Oh, you're beautiful. All right, we have a nice, lovely, wild bull snake here. Oh my gosh, and he is very vocal. Fun fact, bull snakes can hiss louder than other snakes because of a piece of cartilage in front of their glottis, which is their airway. They have an extra piece of cartilage in front of that airway that kind of acts like when you put a piece of grass in between your thumbs and you blow and make a loud noise. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wonder if we can see your epiglottis. That's what the piece of cartilage is called. Can we see it? Can we see it in there? No, you're not going to let us look? Okay, well, Michael can put a picture right here on the screen. That is what the epiglottis is, and that's what allows bull snakes to hiss so ridiculously loud compared to other snakes. This is a gorgeous snake. One of the things I like about bull snakes is they have this very heavy, dark line across their eyes. It kind of gives them, I don't know, a heavy eyebrow. It gives them resting snake face, we'll call it. They always look angry. All right, let's see, dude. Are you actually a dude? Oh, I think you're a female. That's a pretty short, squat tail that you're rattling in the air. That's awesome. All right, sorry, ma'am. Would you calm down? I'm gonna call you Karen if you don't stop here soon. So something that's kind of cool to point out with bull snakes is that, and a lot of our native species, almost all of them actually, all except for the milk snake in Minnesota and Wisconsin, have what we call keeled scales, which means there's a raised ridge that runs down the center of each scale, and that gives them this rougher appearance. It breaks up the shininess that smooth scales have, and since they're not shiny and instead they're dull, it helps them camouflage into their surroundings. It makes them less noticeable. Oh man, but this is just a beautiful bull snake. Based on her size, I would think she's around 4 years old, give or take. She definitely has some growing still to do. You are so pretty. These grow to about 6 feet long, and she's probably around 3 feet long, if that. So she's still gonna double in size when she becomes a full-grown adult, but she is close to breeding age. In the wild, she might breed at this size anyway. They tend to breed a little bit smaller than what we breed them in captivity, but she might be breeding this year, but I think she has 1 year left. And man, this is just a beautiful specimen. There's no blemishes, no nicks, no wounds, nothing. This is like a perfect condition bull snake. Even her belly scutes look perfect. She's rattling all the time, aren't you? Where's your face? Where's your face? Oh, there you are. Are you gonna hiss into my arm now? Yes, we're constantly hissing and angry. But you look beautiful. You're in really good shape. Anyway, we're gonna let this beautiful girl go. Oh, can you say goodbye? Say goodbye to everybody. All right, we'll put her back. All right, back into your crevice. Here you go. You can let go of me now, it's okay. You just wanna hiss? Oh my gosh, how am I gonna take you off with only one hand? There we go, got her off my hand. And back into her home she goes. Here you go. Oh, and she immediately stops hissing. Oh, never mind, there she goes again. Goodbye, Karen. Oh my gosh, no way. Hello, bull snake. Hi, sir. You're so comfy in there. But you know what? I'm gonna put you right back. Hi. Oh, sorry, sir. Okay, well, fine. You know, I think I found your girlfriend, Karen. She's up the hill a ways. Yeah, we found her. You're so pretty. I can't take you out, huh? Come here, bull snake. Ah! We're very stuck in there now. Okay. Sorry, sir. I'll leave you be. Man, I thought bull snakes were more of a prairie species. I had no idea they'd be living literally in a rock wall. That's news to me. That's just crazy. Okay, we're trying another location. This is our 3rd location so far today that we're trying. I don't know what we're gonna find, but let's see. Did you find something? Really? You found a water snake! Oh my gosh! Do you want me to grab him, or do you want to grab him? I bet you could hook him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Come on, dude. You know you want to get picked up. Nice! Oh, you got it. You got it. You got him. You got him. Nice. Go in. I believe in you. Hooray! You found Wisconsin's smelliest
Yeah,
species
hooray,
of snake.
Hooray!
Nice.
I get to get must all over now.
Ed found. Is this your very first snake that you've seen in the wild?
No, I've seen a bunch.
That you found? You found
I found
yourself?
a hognose.
This
Other than this.
is Ed's lifer water snake.
Yeah, hooray!
Nice job! Look at you! Wow, that looks like a really pretty water snake
He
too.
hasn't musked me either, which is really nice.
That is kind of surprising that he hasn't musked you yet.
Yeah,
Wow, this is gorgeous. Oh yeah, male or female?
that's totally.
Oh yeah, that's a really thick tail. Okay, so you found a male northern
Calm down.
water snake. Wow. All right, I tried to get Ed to do this segment, but he just found the snake and wants me to do the educational part.
Yep.
Okay, that'll work though. So this is again the northern water snake. This is kind of a heavier bodied snake, even though this particular one is actually a pretty thin bodied guy. They're somewhat closely related to garter snakes, and they are live bearers, just like garter snakes are. They usually are very stinky, but this one hasn't musked me at all. I think he musked Ed though.
Yeah, a little bit. Not too bad.
This one hasn't been too bad. Now, as their name implies, these live in or near the water. They're often found on the edge of a body of water, and that allows them to not only dip their head into the water to catch fish and amphibians, which are their staple diet, but it also allows them to make a quick getaway if something like a predator gets too close to them. They do have keeled scales, like how we talked about with the eastern hognoses and the bull snakes. So those keeled scales give them kind of a duller appearance. It makes them less shiny. You can actually see the difference between keeled scales, like on his back here, which are dull, compared to his belly scutes, which are smooth, and therefore very, very shiny. So the keels, that raised ridge, does actually dull them out quite a bit. Now, it's also believed that the keels on their scales does give the water snake a bit of a grip around rocks and logs near the water, so they can hang on to those while they hunt for fish. So that also supports the hypothesis that timber rattlesnakes have keeled scales to help them grip onto the rocky outcrops where they live. So it sounds like there's a couple different benefits to having keeled scales. The way water snakes eat is kind of brutal. They're not venomous. They're not constrictors though either, really. They just grab fish or frogs and simply eat them alive. So it's kind of rude. You're rude to your prey. Yeah. You don't kill them first. That's very rude. They love to eat though. These are like bottomless pits, and they're pretty brave too. They will take on fish that they shouldn't because they're much bigger than them, but they don't care. They want to eat them anyway. As babies, these seem to have more vibrant of a pattern than they do as adults. This one's probably a couple years old. He is a male, and you can see he still has some of that pattern down his side, but he would have had a lot more when he was first born. Now, whether that helps them camouflage into dead grass on land and they don't need that so much when they're adults, who knows exactly why they lose the pattern, but as adults they seem to be more of an overall brown color with just hints of pattern left behind. So yeah, it's a really pretty water snake. He has a really pretty belly too. He's just gorgeous, and just like all the other snakes we found today, he has no blemishes. He has his complete tail. There's no nub on the end like you often see while you're herping for snakes. He looks perfect. He is a very gorgeous snake. So unlike the eastern hognose, whose defense mechanism is just to play dead like you saw, and the bull snake's defense mechanism, which is to hiss and try to act offensively, the defense mechanism for a water snake is to musk on you, which is why they are arguably the smelliest snake in Wisconsin. In my opinion, even smellier than garter snakes. Musking basically means emitting a very foul-smelling liquid from their convenient all-in-one hole called a cloaca. That's where babies come from, poop comes from, and it's where musk comes from too. And let me tell you, water snake musk does not smell good, and it takes a while to wash away. So I'm really happy that he has decided not to musk me today, actually. All right, buddy, we're gonna let you go. Here, go find some ladies. It's your breeding season, and he's probably breeding size. These don't get terribly big, 2 to 4 feet, but he's, I would say, able to breed at this size being a male. There you go. Enjoy the wild. Go catch some fish. Go catch some frogs. Go do snaky things. Well, that was so much fun. We found an eastern hognose. We found 2 bull snakes. We found a couple water snakes. Only caught one of them. We saw a garter snake, and it got away from us.
Yeah,
so we
it
didn't
just
catch that.
Ducked into the water.
Yeah, they're good swimmers. And I learned some new things today. I learned that eastern hognoses are even more dramatic than I thought they would. He died 3 times in my hands. I learned that bull snakes live in rocky outcrops. I thought they liked prairies. I had no idea we were gonna find bull snakes up there. And I learned that sometimes water snakes aren't smelly. That didn't musk me at all. That was a really nice water snake. So I'd say it was a successful herping adventure today. Saw some fun snakes.
Other than your arms are now slightly pinker.
I think I got a little sunburnt out there. I forgot that sunscreen is important. It was our first exciting warm day outside.
I go a little bit, not as bad as you did.
Yeah,
but...
I can feel it already. It's already tight. It's not going to feel good. It's fine though. It's worth
Yeah,
it for the snakes.
Exactly.
So I want to thank Eric for giving us some ideas on where to herp. He had some great suggestions, which we have strategically filmed so as to not give them away. We have thrown in several red herrings of footage in this video. So if you're trying to figure out where we are, I wish you luck. We were really careful as to not give away any of these spots. We'd also like to thank Bill Stewart for letting us borrow his snake hooks for this adventure.
Yep.
We ended up not finding rattlesnakes, but that's okay. They still come in handy when you're herping, just moving things aside and peering under things, so we are very thankful to have hooks with us today. So thank you guys so much for watching as well. Thank you Patreon backers, and maybe I'll poke around one more time on this bluff and see what else we can find.
You're gonna go all the way up there again?
Maybe not all the way.
All right, I'm gonna go sit in the car.
Okay, I'm gonna find
tired.
snakes.